How's it going, everyone? So I always had two snowblowers. Um, these are my favorite, in pairs. The 1332, which is my monster, and the single stage. I never had a single stage, and this was my first year. Well, last year I got it for 95 bucks, which was a freaking steal on this HS 621. A lot of people say the 621 is better than the HS 720. I can't compare. But I can tell you one thing, with this last storm, the paddles, the rubber paddles there, this has rubber paddles, which is awesome. It's just kind of, spins and throws snow at the same time. So that's the single stage, and it cleans actually better to the ground, unless you go all the way with the, 1332. If you lowered it all the way, which I won't do because that could damage, the blades and stuff. Because I have gravel and stuff. But this cleans really, really well, the HS 621. I'm very impressed with it. It's good for, I'm saying like 1 to maybe 8 inches of snow, depending on how much the consistency is. Like if it's wet snow, then it could clog, but I haven't had really any issues. This snowblower, the 1332, doesn't really do too well, in my opinion, with small, storms, like 1 to 6 inch storms. It has to have volume to, throw the snow. So that's one thing. That's one thing I have with this snowblower, the 1332, is if there's not much snow, it's not going to throw it as well. I need at least like a foot to really, showcase this machine. I want 2 feet, but that hasn't happened. Obviously, hopefully we'll get it. This winter has been weird. It's been, we've been getting the nor'easters, but not the cold that we need. My last storm, you'll see the videos that I posted. I was hitting 14 inches, which was awesome. And that was throwing. This thing was thrown over the roof. One of the biggest storms I've had in, a few years with this this weather we've been having. But we've been getting rain lately, and everything's melted. But the reason why, too, I like this, the 621, is because it's just so basic. You got, the no joystick. You can just move this around. This was, like, freaking stuck when I first got it. It was just kind of rusted on, and I just used grease, red lithium, and it did a really good job. I cleaned up the chute as well. You can see that. I just like to take care of things. And, yeah, so instead of rust, it's painted. So that's awesome. Like I said before, this is very basic. It just has a belt, basically a auger belt. And there's no drive belt on a single stage, which is cool. It's got the commercial engine on this. It's got like a kickstand too, so you can just kind of lean it back. Just a very nice little machine. I don't have to worry about things really breaking on this machine. No electronics really. The only thing that's electrical is the electric starter, which I don't use. This starts, first pull every time. It's just a beast. So that's my thoughts on the single stage. If this ever breaks too, I can just use this because we get like small storms in New England, and I think 90% of the time I'm going to be using this if it's like 1 to 6 inch storms. But say we got a storm like last week where it's like a nor'easter. Finally got one. I'm taking this beast out. 14 inches. I was not, I was impressed with it. It was great in that aspect. Yeah, it went pretty fast too. It didn't slip like wheels. My 928 would have slipped. My Aaron's too would have slipped. I had the deluxe 28-inch show. That would have probably slipped going up. But I love the machine. The joystick, negative I can say on this is the joystick's very, very slow. as you rotate left to right. You just got to get used to it. And there's so many controls on this, in my opinion. I mean, you got the hydrostatic, which is fine. And then you have, here, I'll go over a little bit. I'll lift you guys up a little better too. There we go. So you got the, the joystick for the hydrostat, which is fine. The joystick on the electric chute, which I heard a lot of people say broke, which kind of concerns me. This machine only has like 2 hours on it. No issues yet. You got this, which you can bring up and down instead of the foot pedal, the old school foot pedals, which I hope never breaks. And you got the triggers on each side. So you got triggers to move it, up and down. I can say that this is very easy compared to the, the old school Honda HS 1332, which I had before. Also, you have these, the drive and auger. So you got that as well. The LED light is very bright on this. There is no light on this. So this is very, very basic. It reminds me kind of a lawnmower. I mean, all you do is just engage this and it goes. Less things to break on the, single stage. More things to break on this. But with this, it's a monster. I mean, if you're getting big storms like we had last week, that was kind of like a freak storm in my opinion. But if you're gonna have storms like that, this is awesome to have. But I think, in my opinion, having both machines, in case this ever breaks, I got this as a backup. And this was built, I think, in 1996. This is a 2022 model. I'm kind of pissed, too, that they took away the fuel gauge. There was a fuel gauge here. So it told you if it was full, empty. I think that was great to have. They had that for years. The Honda dealer told me they got rid of it because commercial units, like when they put it on vehicles, it would leak. But I don't think that's. I think it's like a cost savings thing, in my opinion. But yeah, so both machines. This is the perfect duo, I think. Having the HS 621. The thing's a monster. Starts first pull every time too. It's a beast. This machine, and I have no issues with the doing the manual chute control. It's not bad at all. But this thing's fun. This thing's like a joy to use. I have the machine basically do all the work. Just so fun. The oil change is easier, I think, too, on the 621 as opposed to this. This, you have the change right there. So you have a bolt there. You can use a drain zit like a lot of people do, but it gets messy. This is just underneath, so it's not too bad. But this I like too because you have a starter rope there. In case the battery ever died, which it did on my 928 I bought used, but that died, and I would always have to, start it manually, and that would basically generate the machine. It charged the battery, as you will. But yeah, so I'm enjoying both. I really like the new, the HS 1332, HSS 1332. The extra S stands for steering. I think the steering is great. It works good, in my opinion. And also the single stage. I mean, for under $100, you can't beat that. I didn't do like a single thing to this machine really, cost-wise. All I did was change the oil, which I had oil from this machine, the 1332, when I changed the oil. And all I did was fresh gas, basically, and I cleaned the carb a little bit better. But the thing was running top-notch, as you can see in the video. But yeah, that's my opinion, though. I think, honestly, having a dual stage, which is dual stage, and a single stage is awesome, in my opinion. In case one thing breaks, like a machine breaks down, you got that machine. This is easy to store too. I forgot to talk about that. You can actually take these off the handlebars and store it. So this doesn't have to be, you know, it's very small, lightweight too to pick up compared to having another dual stage. So, you know, storing it is very easy in my opinion, a single stage snowblower. But those are just my thoughts. This is my best, you know, dual. Having both snowblowers is awesome in my opinion. It's just my best. It's my best companions right here, having the 1332 and the 621. I wouldn't change anything about it. I wouldn't have, you know, another dual stage Honda. I think having both single stage and dual stage is awesome. I never tried a single stage, and I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with the single stage snowblowers. I'm actually shocked how good it does. It didn't bog down really bad either at the end of the driveway or anything. So I'm very impressed with it. But yeah, those are just my two thoughts. I think these are the best I've had in a while. Like, you know, having two snowblowers instead of just one. Storage is awesome too on the single stage. So very easy maintenance too. Like I said, it doesn't take much oil, and the gas actually lasts long. This gas tank, it'll last like 2.5 hours runtime. It's crazy on one tank. This will last probably maybe 45 minutes or so. So 30-45 minutes. So this honestly lasts longer, but still it's a beast. Both machines. But all right, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A thumbs up's much appreciative. I continually do, you know, videos on showcasing the snowblowers, the Honda snowblower and the single stage. And if you like these content, please subscribe. Take care, and thank you for watching.